How to build trust and attract opportunities. It's difficult to build a relationship of trust, isn't it? Is there anyone who is worried about not being able to build a good relationship of trust with others? It is a relationship of trust that is needed in various situations, from socializing in the workplace to romance, but many people do not know how to build a relationship of trust. This time, we will unravel the meaning of the relationship of trust and introduce the characteristics of people who are good at building a relationship of trust, tips and methods for being trusted, and the merits of trusting each other. If you look at it again, it's not particularly difficult, so please refer to it. What is a relationship of trust? Explain the meaning of the relationship of trust. Trust means believe and rely on. When the word trust is related, it becomes a mutual relationship in which we believe in each other and rely on each other. Friends who can talk about any problems, couples who help each other and overcome various things, and companies who can help each other while working together, all have a relationship of trust. Such relationships of trust are often tied to nature in our daily lives. 4 benefits of building a relationship of trust. It's very encouraging to have someone you can trust. It's more tiring than you think that people around you can't trust or rely on you. If you build a relationship of trust with the people around you on a regular basis, there will be situations where you can be efficient or help in various situations. Here, we will introduce the benefits of building a relationship of trust. Benefits 1. Work goes smoothly and results are easier to achieve. Work is the foundation of life for working people. Relationships in the workplace have a great influence on work motivation and grades. If you build a relationship of trust that allows you to talk to each other even for small things, you can reduce mistakes and increase morale. Teamwork is the most important because the company is a large group. Teamwork is greatly improved when a relationship of trust is established. Benefit 2. Increases the probability of connecting with a favorite person. Relationships of trust are also important in romance. Especially in the case of adult romance, there are many people who want to associate with a reliable partner rather than dating with momentum. Therefore, it is important to build a relationship of trust before dating. Seriously, take a job consultation and help if you have any problems. If you make an effort to build a relationship of trust from the bottom of your heart, not from the bottom of your heart, that feeling will surely be conveyed to the other party. Benefit 3. Reduces troubles in human relationships. Even if you say and do the same thing, the way you receive it will change depending on who you trust and who you cannot. If you have built a relationship of trust in advance, the other person will accept your words smoothly, and even if you make a mistake, you will be forgiven. Having a relationship of trust reduces misunderstandings and bad feelings by the other party, so you can avoid trouble. Benefit 4. More people will help you in case of trouble. It is human feeling that if you trust someone, you want to help regardless of the reward. If you have a relationship of trust with the people around you, the people around you will naturally help you when you are in trouble. The spirit of helping each other is a great advantage in building a relationship of trust. What makes a trusted person different? Characteristics of personality and behavior of people who are good at building relationships of trust. Here, we will introduce the characteristics of people who can be trusted by people based on their personalities and behaviors, who are good at building relationships of trust. Features 1. Straightforward and has no front and back. In building a relationship of trust, it is absolutely NG to have both sides. On the contrary, people who can say anything obediently even if they are a little sloppy can be trusted. Even if you are a very friendly person on the front, if you say bad things about people behind the scenes, the gap will make your impression worse. I'm worried that I may be told the same secret, and I can't trust it. In that respect, people who have no front and back who can say things that are a little difficult to say will be very reliable. Feature 2. Always keep small promises. Even if it's a trivial matter, it still breaks the promise. Breaking a small promise means breaking even the more important promise. As the word trust implies, you cannot establish a relationship of trust with an unbelievable partner. A sincere person who will always keep even the smallest promises will be able to trust not only the promises but also various aspects. Feature 3. Actions and remarks are always in agreement. Reliable people are doing what they say. His or her responsible for that spoke, those that carry through to the end. So you can trust anything, or you can trust and rely on it. It's only natural that a responsible person can be trusted. On the other hand, if there is a contradiction between what you say and what you do, it will be difficult to gain the trust of others. The contradiction between remarks and actions is no different from lying if you look at it differently. Feature 4. Decline what you can't do. Whether it's work or relationships, it takes courage to say I can't do it when someone asks for it. However, if you take care of yourself and do not complete what you have taken, you will lose your trust. If you make a promise and cause trouble to the other party, you will be overwhelmed. Feature 5. Can admit mistakes and apologize. You can't admit your fault unless you have a straightforward personality. When a mistake is pointed out, we need to be honest in accepting it. It's no wonder that people who are willing to admit their mistakes are more credible than those who are afraid of pride and reprimand and refuse to admit their mistakes. Since trust is built on trust, honesty are very important factors. Feature 6. Do not lie or hide. Lies and secrets are an expression of the feeling that I don't want to feel bad about myself, and it is a self-centered way of thinking that I cannot think about what the other person thinks due to the lies and secrets. Since it is not possible to build a relationship of trust with self-centeredness, a person who is good at building a relationship of trust can inevitably be considered as a person who does not lie or hide. It's difficult to build a relationship of trust with someone who can only think of you. Feature 7. Be sure to keep people's secrets. When you talk about your secret, you only talk to someone you can trust. Secrets are a matter of course because they are annoying and you don't want to be told. It is a betrayal to tell a secret that you have heard from someone. A betrayed person may lose credibility for the betrayed person for the rest of his life. People who are good at building relationships of trust will never betray them. Feature 8. Do not speak badly or talk about rumors. Backbiting and rumors can be offensive to listen to, even if you're not the target. I don't know when that spear will turn to me, and it's difficult to trust someone who talks about secrets or rumors. People who are good at building relationships of trust know how others see them on a daily basis, so they don't lose their credibility. Feature 9. Don't blame or make excuses for things that don't go well. Blame or excuse people is an expression of your desire to protect yourself. If you want to protect yourself, you can't trust an egocentric person who thinks it's okay to hurt or bother others. The important thing in building a relationship of trust is not to be self-centered. When a problem arises, it is important not to blame others, but to cover each other and support each other. Feature 10. Always remember your gratitude. It is important to be humble in dealing with people well. For example, if the project goes well, you can't trust the person who thinks it's your credit, but if you humbly say, "Thanks to everyone's hard work, it went well," you can trust it. You can do it. People who are low profile and never forget their gratitude are inevitably supported by many people, so it can be said that they are good at building relationships of trust.